Give people some time to get into the stream. Oh. Ugh. That up already. Let's see. Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back. I have been gone for longer than I intended. Long story short, my parents went down to their getaway home down in Costa Rica for a couple weeks. What was supposed to only be a couple weeks, only for the entire trip basically to be rained out by a tropical storm, and they ended up getting stuck down there because of the tropical storm. So they ended up having to stay a week, an extra week longer than intended. So I was unable to stream the entire time that I was watching their house. So that's why I took off. I had intended to return last Sunday, but due to the delay of them having to cancel their flight home and reschedule it to this weekend, I was obviously unable to. Welcome, Arikado, to the stream. I was unable to stream. So, I have decided to return tonight with one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite Legend of Zelda game of all time. This is actually the game that got me into Legend of Zelda. Like, I liked the Nintendo game when it came out. Well, I say when it came out. It actually came out before I was born. But I remember playing it as a kid and liking it. And I remember liking playing Link to the Past or Link's Awakening, whichever the one that was on the Game Boy, Link's Awakening. I remember playing that one. I never actually got to play Link to the Past until later on in my childhood, because I never actually had a Super Nintendo growing up. I didn't get one till later in life. But I remember being so excited for Ocarina of Time, reading about it in magazines, seeing the commercials for it on TV, and begging my mom for it until finally she caved. And I actually had one of the original gold cartridge releases of this. And this was actually the first Legend of Zelda game I ever actually beat. 100% all the way through, beat the game. So I'm super excited to get to share it with everybody. I have decided to not continue with Echoes of Wisdom. Mainly because we weren't getting anywhere for long periods of time. But this one's actually pretty linear on where you can go and what you can do. Compared to Echoes of Wisdom, anyway. One of those pay by the hour hotel Nintendo 64. Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty bad intro to Legend of Zelda. To be completely honest, I like the plot of Majora's Mask, but I wasn't a huge fan of the game itself. As you can see, I already have a game going on this where I'm Link. So let's name our character here. Boop. Ugh, I gotta get used to the controls. The controls are different. Nil. We'll be Nil. Boop. in a vast deep forest of Hyrule. Long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or own guardian fairy, except this little bitch. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. What a silly little boy. Everyone point and laugh at the fairyless boy. I agree on that about Majora's Mask. It is a very character-driven game, more than it is anything else. I just didn't like a lot of the mechanics of it. I didn't like a lot of the whole mask collecting thing and various different aspects of it. It didn't really hook me like most of the other Legend of Zelda games did. Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Hello, Lord Megatron. Welcome to Ocarina of Time. O Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm? No, not really. Malevolent forces, even now, are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of light, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. Yes, Deku Tree. That's his name. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is nothing, or is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy, I have a name, to begin his journey. We don't really call him by his name because he doesn't have a fairy. It's kind of our joking name for him. Like, haha, look at that boy, he doesn't have a fairy. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Yeah, it was a very strange arc in My Hero Academia, to be honest. But yeah, basically Deku became a tree. No one acknowledged it, and they just kind of went on with the rest of the manga. And anime. Navi! Go now! Find our young friend and guide him to me! I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly! The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee. I love this sequence right here because it really shows off just how back in the day this was incredible. You didn't see things like this during my childhood. Like, nowadays you see this kind of thing all the time. This right here was mind-blowing. Like, oh my god, the 64 can do this?! Like, that kind of thing. Like, it was unheard of, and it was really cool and really impressive. Like, this game actually broke a lot of ground back in the day. Hello, Nil. Hello, Nil. Wake up. I am gonna kill myself with her voice. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Nil, get up. Hey! Come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? I was having the most wonderful dream. I was holding a sword and I stabbed you with it repeatedly. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Okay. Random fairy just kind of shows up in my room, and I'm like, you know, hey, cool, a fairy. Why not? Adventure? Hell yeah! Let's go! We'll probably be able to actually, like, beat the whole Deku Tree dungeon, like, in my hour allotment.
Yahoo! Yahoo! Hi, Nell!
I don't want to give her and Navi the same voice. I'm actually going to probably lose track of, like, the voices that I give everyone.
Wow, a fairy. Finally, a fairy came to you, Nell. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokori, Nell. Is that right? The great Dekutri has summoned you?
I did not say a damn thing.
It's quite an honor to talk to the great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Deku Tree.
That is a lot to read there, my dude. Alright, so before we go see the Deku Tree, like, I could show you real quick. There's kind of a thing. Remember, always check grass.
Oh, you have a fairy now? That's great, Nell. What? You've been called by the great Deku Tree? What an honor. He may give you a special gift. Tee-hee.
I got nothing.
That's because the great Deku Tree is our father, the forest guardian, and he gave life to all us Kokori. That makes us all brothers and sisters, so stop giving googly eyes at Saria.
It's weird, what?
The great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please, come with me.
If this is an arc, it doesn't... Oh, okay, yeah. You're trying to do that. Gotcha. Funny.
Hi, Neil. Look this way. Look over here with C.
I gotta orient myself because I'm using a switch. There we go. Boop.
Yes, yes. That's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press C to look in that direction. If you use Z targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now.
Yeah, okay, got it. I don't care. Thank you. Alright. There it is. I was gonna say, there's supposed to be a gym back there somewhere. Alright, so we want this shield, but it's 40 rupees.
Hey! Listen!
Funny fact, I'm actually using what I call my Shantae voice for Navi. The hilarious part is, that voice is actually mildly based off of the
Hey! Listen!
that you get from this game. Alright, so to get to the Deku Tree, I've got to go through here. But this punk little jerk won't let us through.
Hey! You! Mr. No Fairy! What's your business with the great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man!
That is a sentence for the ages right there.
What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but If you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Sheesh!
So yeah, he won't let us pass unless we have a sword and shield yet. Fairly easy to get. By the way, this is his house, so I'm going to come in here and smash the crap out of his stuff. Fairly easy to get most of it. Hi. Just chilling? What do you want?
My sister took some rupees and went shopping at the store that has a red roof. Speaking of rupees, a green one is worth 1, a blue one is worth 5, and a red one is worth 20.
Okay. They make a lot of the girls in this village in particular, like, ditzy blondes. Oh, wow, I didn't even see him at first. What's up, dude? Do you care that I'm here? That meanie Mido made me cut the grass at Saria's house. Mido told Saria that he would do it so that she would like him, but I'm the one doing all the work. Isn't she, like, technically his sister? You and Saria are close friends, so will you help me cut the grass? With what? I'll let you help anything, or I'll let you keep anything you find while cutting it. Again, can't help but press. They are all technically brother and sister. Hi. You are probably, like, the only female other than Saria that doesn't look like any of the others. Whoops! Oh, we're done with talking to her. I'm gonna be down on the ground. I can already tell.
Hee, you came all the way up here? You're a real man. Listen, look. Isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint.
Yep. That's never happened before. But it's so very typical of how my life would go trying to talk to a woman. Hey, Coffee Pot! Welcome to the stream! Oh, I was gonna say, we're not getting squat in the way of rupees from him. Hope this is what you're wanting to get done, dude, because I am doing it. You joined in on Ocarina of Time, my favorite Legend of Zelda game of all time. A by the stone, pick it up. A by the stone, pick it up. Mean old Mido. He made me pick up the rocks in front of his house. Okay, so this is actually Mido's house. So that other house I robbed was totally not, I just got a cursed idea for a 2D model of Maxine. Have one that's Teen Girl Squad style. Yes.
Oh, a very fine game to you. Now you have a lot to learn. The best place to go to learn from these skills is in the Forest Training Center. It's on the hill just up on you. Goodbye.
The Know-It-All Brothers. I'm not visiting them. They take forever to talk. Thrusting attack signs. Can you say that on an E-rated game? Actually, I think this is probably one of the first T-rated games. Don't ask how I knew to do that. I just did. But we just gained a couple rupees just by doing backflips. It is E-rated? Okay. For some reason I thought it was T because of the horror elements. There's a dungeon in this later that's, like, really freaking creepy. Yoink. Yoink. Alright, yay, we got enough for the shield! I think Twilight Princess was the first E-rated game. I meant, like, first T-rated games in general. Like, for the 64. But I get you, yeah. Twilight Princess was the first T-rated Zelda game. And that's because that game was dark. You got the Kokori sword! This is a hidden treasure of the Kokori, but you can borrow it for a while. We are 100% not borrowing it. We are straight up stealing that shit.
Whoops.
Ow! I do know, that one of the dungeons, actually had Islamic chanting in the background. And the funny part is that Nintendo had no idea it was an Islamic chanting. It was just a sample that they were using, back in the day. Or it was just a sample that they took, and they didn't know. And when they got in super trouble for it, all releases of the game after that had the Islamic chanting removed. It was actually for the Fire Temple, of all things. Yep. Exactly that, Arikado. Alright, we got enough for our shield. And an extra $12 to boot. Alright, so the first dungeon is, like, actually super freaking easy to get through super quick. So we might actually be able to complete it in this playthrough. In this episode, I mean. Like, it's super easy. Oh, I need to equip the shield before I talk to this nutcase. I mean, my friend. Let's go ahead and save. Also. Alright, cool. Just to make sure.
If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kukui sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp. I, the Great Rhino, will never accept you as one of us.
Even longer than he thought. Yeah, pretty much.
Shoot, how did you get to be a favorite of Saria in the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble.
I like to think he actually, like, walks off just saying grumble, grumble. But I've played this game, like, so many times, in my childhood, in my youth, and my adult years. Especially, like, the Nintendo 3DS version. Don't make fun of a motherfucker holding a sword. Pretty much!
Great Deku Tree! I'm back!
Any excuse to use the Shantae voice again is a good excuse. I miss the Shantae games. So I really hope that one releases soon. So that I can play it. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Certainly took your fucking time. Nil, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. We appreciate the Deku Tree's mustache, yes. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. Also gas. Don't think we couldn't smell that shit. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Nil, The time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse. With your wisdom and courage. Not your power, though. Don't use that. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? No. Then enter, brave Nil, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Nil. And Nil, when Navi speaks, press up. C-pad, technically, is what that's supposed to be. To listen well to her words of wisdom. Yes, come into my mouth, my giant open gaping mouth. Never mind the fluids. You're totally not being digested. Okay. Bear in mind, we are a child right now. Ow. Jackass. You got a Deku Nut! Alright, I need to equip sticks. Before I forget. Boop, boop. I don't really use the Deku Nuts much. I don't really see the point. I don't want Deku's nut. Again, we are a child! We are the wrong mindsets to be playing this game. We do become an adult later, so I guess... The Deku Nut is a pretty cool reference to Smash Brother. I think it was in this first.
Look, this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you could climb it, Nil.
It's a map, it's a map, it's a map! Yep. Don't care. Whoops! My bad. That was my bad. Full franchise for those two dudes from Melee, Marth and Roy. Yep.
You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action button says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen.
Things I could have figured out on my own. Navi does that a lot in this game.
Ow, ow, ow! Please forgive me, Master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, you hold forward. You'll roll on the ground, and then you land. You won't get hurt from your fall. I can't guarantee it'll work, though, if the cliff is really high. Well, try it if you're feeling bold.
Nice! That is actually a cool fact. You found the fairy slingshot. Diku seeds. Little longer, get a seed ready. Okay. You know, even Link's kind of annoyed about what I'm about to say. But you were talking earlier about shooting my seeds at them or something like that. Yeah, that's actually a thing in this game. Are slingshots actually effective? Surprisingly so in the Legend of Zelda universe. Is that all that's in here? Is Deku seeds? Yeah. I didn't know it was used for Valvega's flight pass, but I did know about the R-Wing being used. Like, they put one in here to help with the targeting system. But that's cool that it was used for Valvega, like, in his flight path. But yes, you could actually get the R-Wing to spawn if you, like, hack the game. It spawns outside Mido's house, I think. Sup, dude? Not gonna deal with you right now. Swish. Swish. Cool. Real life, it really depends on what you load it with. Ow! Okay. Damn, I am getting my ass handed to me by enemies. I shouldn't be getting my ass handed to me. Just a little thing. I'm not going to try and get all the gold Scatulas, at least not on screen. That might be something I'd, like, do off-screen at some point. But as we come to them, I will grab them. Oh, sure didn't give me anything. The same goes for, like, heart containers and stuff like that. Wow. Sup, guy? I ain't even gonna deal with you. You now get to live in this place by yourself in complete solitude for the rest of your existence. I can think of no more proper punishment than that. Pardon me, for your sins. Alright. So, you remember that web down at the bottom that was on the ground? Y'all watch this shit. Whoop! Are you impressed? This is because JKR said something. I am totally blaming him for this. Or Megatron, rather. Crap. Yes, Navi will be saying that a lot in this game. Navi Simulator 2000. Navi was losing her shit there when you landed. Yes, she was. Because she has something to say about that web, but I just don't really care. She also has a lot to say about, like, the different enemies that you encounter. Alright. There we go! Navi. 100% Navi. I like Skyward Sword. It's up there in my top 5 Zelda games. But Fi is ridiculously annoying. Like, to the point where a lot of people rage quit out of the game. Because they can't stand Fi. That's one of the things that I love about the Switch version of Skyward Sword, which, who knows, maybe I'll play that sometime in the future, is you can actually shut Fi up. They acknowledged that she's so annoying that they actually made it where she says less. Like, you can make it where she says less. Yeah, the owl is the true menace. Yes. Fun fact, though, as a kid, I always like to imagine, what if they made this into a movie? Who I would cast as who? Get it? And one of my picks for the owl was Robin Williams. Because he was a huge Legend of Zelda fan. I always thought he would make a good owl/king.
Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1.
That's stupid.
Do you think I'm a traitor?
Yes. You should go in a corner and be ashamed of yourself for the rest of ever. That's a Michael Jordan reference, by the way. Oh, the number 23 is number 1? Nice. Did not know that.
After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I'll bet there's something interesting underwater. Drown, drown, fairy boy.
Navi is the true evil of this game. I'm so upset. Why are you upset? Oh.
Oop.
I like how she says "what's up" when Z targeting sometimes.
Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. Yeah, I'm saying a lot of interesting things, aren't I? If only, you would listen to me, because I say a lot of interesting things. Like this one time, I was like trying to catch this book. Where are you going? Wait.
I did not know that. Was this like back in the day kind of thing, or a recent thing? I know they're doing a theatrically released one, but I don't much care for the director behind it. At least I haven't been super impressed with anything he's done, and don't really feel like he should be doing Legend of Zelda. But we'll see. I mean, maybe he'll surprise me and he'll actually do well. I actually very thoroughly enjoyed the animated Super Mario Brothers movie they did a couple years ago. Or actually just last year. So, maybe I'll be impressed and they'll actually do a good job with Zelda. Zelda's kind of a touchy thing for me, though, because again, this franchise was my childhood. Like, this was the game franchise that I went to all the time. It was the same people who did the 2007. Huh. I mean, that was a good movie. TMNT was an amazing movie. Alright, so there was literally no point in going that way. Lesson learned! Like, the fire effects in this game are super simple, but back in the day, seeing the fire spread like that was like, oh my god! Just, like, so cool. You're gonna hear me gushing about this game quite a bit, because I fucking love this game. Oh, yeah, no, the Minecraft movie looks like it's going to just be a train wreck. They actually released a newer trailer that makes it look a little better. Crap. But I'm not really holding... I forgot how to roll. There we go. I'm not really holding my breath on it being anything more than just bad. Timothy Chalamet. Honestly, to me it depends on what version of Link they go for. If they go for, like, more of a Breath of the Wild style Link... Alright, so 3, 2, 2, 3, 1. Boop. Ow. Then I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I never really gave much thought into who I would cast as who in this... in this kind of franchise. But I will say the Game Grumps need to show up at some point, like as a cameo.
It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword when she's stunned. Oh, Queenie, sorry about that.
These guys are cowards when you smack them with rocks. Perfect for either Skyward Sword or Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom Link. Yeah, I could see it, actually. Have you heard that the lost media rabbit hole that is King Koopa's cool cartoons? No, I have not. Honestly, yeah, Timothy Chalamet he's not the guy that played Wonka, is he? And he was also in Dune, the Dune remake. Okay, yeah, I could kind of see him as an adult Link. Hi. You're not gonna come down here and talk to me? You're not gonna come down here and talk to me? Alright, this bitch is super fucking easy to kill. Parasitic Armored Arachnid Goma. Whoops. Alright. Come on, come on! See? Dead. Oh, yeah. I think you showed us that on your stream at one point, Arikado. Or at least before your stream. You showed me and JKR clips from that. Or at least something similar to it. But I have heard of it. It's like it had like a really bad version of like King Koopa or something like that that like terrified children. Well, here's the thing, Coffee Pot. If they did like a costume, well done, Nil. Hold on. Because Adult Link doesn't look that bad in the outfit. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldest be able to carry out my wishes. Now, I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldest thou listen? No. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Is it cool to call him just man from the desert? I don't know, that just sounds oddly racist. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is the sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. You're gonna love who the actor was for it. Wait, actor for what? Are we talking about the live action? Oh, stuff's happening. I missed the dialogue. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Faeror, the goddess of courage. 1 second. Because the dialogue for this moves fast, so... With her strong, flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the red earth. Nehru poured her wisdom into the earth and gave spirit of law to the world. Because that's how things work. Faeror, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The three goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens, and the golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left. Since the sacred triangles have become the basis of our... and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Okay. Along with the stories, people who work... So who was it then? Who was the King Koopa actor? Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Huh. The original Starscream and Cobra Commander. That's actually kind of cool in a weird way. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. That's right. That whole dungeon that took you all of 15 minutes to beat? Yep, completely pointless, except for to get the thing. Thou though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, were they though if you're still dying? I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Link's already gone. This is Hyrule's final hope. Okay, cool. Nil, go to Hyrule Castle. I look forward to watching it. There, thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Dude, enough with the vagueness. Just say their names. Take this stone with you. The stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. Neat! Link just runs. Fun fact, I actually knew someone who bought replicas of these 3 gems, and I'm like super jealous that she has them. JKR, you actually know her, but we don't talk to her anymore. But it's the girl that you and I basically met because of. She has replicas of the 3 gems from this. Or at least she used to. I don't know if she still has them. Yeah. That bitch. You got Kokori's Emerald! This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. Really? I went through all of that for this? Chucks it. The future depends upon thee, Nil. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Nil to carry out my will. Help Nil to carry out my will. I didn't even plan that. More like the great Deku Tree. Alright, Ari, go into the timeout corner. I entreat ye, Navi, goodbye. I'm still alive, but I'm in horrible, horrible pain. That gem looking kind of tasty. Let's go to the Hyrule Castle, No, not Link backwards, no. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. I bet it's apple flavored.
Hey, no! What did you do? The great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault!
Okay, bye. Glad I never got to talk to your ass again. Except for one time later on in the game when I do, but still! We outed 9,000, ladies and gentlemen! What? Where are you going? To the castle? Where's the castle? She's got a huge-ass smile on her face. Meanwhile, like, the frickin' god of their world is dead. Rest in piss, forever miss. Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty. The great Deku Tree wanted us to go visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Shouldn't we get going? You know what? Nah, I think we're just gonna chill. You know, there's a new pizza place that just opened up, like, right up the road here. Thought maybe we go check that out. Of course we're gonna go to the castle, Navi! Wikakori will die if we leave the forest. You're not gonna try to leave the forest, are you? Watch me!
you're leaving.
Oh, Saria.
I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Nil. Because you're different from me and my friends. But that's okay. Because we'll be friends forever, won't we?
This is Saria, Link's not girlfriend.
I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it.
We finally get to meet the main character of the series, Zelda. Yep. Yeah, I wish I could, like, push a button and, like, skip all this crap.
When you play my ocarina, I hope you'll think of me and come back to the forest to visit.
I like this. Schlunk. Schlunk. Schlunk, schlunk, schlunk. Yes, he does. Link does get the... I hesitate to use the term, but Link does get the beaches in this game. Like, he gets, like, a lot of women, like, ogling over him. It's insane. Not as bad as Breath of the Wild, though. Like, if you pay attention to Breath of the Wild. One of the things that actually makes me sad about Breath of the Wild is that Mipha is canonically dead. Because, damn, that fish was fine. Nil, look up here. It appears the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way. You will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. Best Breath of the Wild girl, yes. But I think we can all agree that in Tears of the Kingdom, I think her name is Para. Damn, Para, however you say it. She get cute. You will meet a princess there. I also like the girl that works with Impa, but I can't remember her name for the life of me. She's like second best cutie. If you're lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map! This area you've explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens and ZR to find the map. Find the map, find the map. On the map subscreen, you will see a flashing dot showing you which way to go next. Did you get all that? You can actually, like, get yourself stuck. Paya, yes, Paya. But also in Breath of the Wild, there's this scientist who accidentally turned herself into a little girl. And she grows up between Tears of the between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And her Tears of the Kingdom version is fine. Like, oh my god. And she's voiced by Kate Higgins. Oh, alright then. I'll see you around. Well, alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We got through the forest part in the first episode of Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. We're really doing this, my dudes. Ah, my favorite Zelda game of all time. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I love this. I love this game so much. I'm so looking forward to this. there are going to be several times where you're going to think, oh, he must really hate this game, Water Temple. But no, I adore this game so much, and I am so looking forward to playing through it with you guys. Hold on, let me kill these skeletons. Let me get on the path. If you're on the path, the skellies won't bother you at night. But anyway, I'm so looking forward to playing through this game with you guys. And unlike Echoes of Wisdom and Outlaws, I totally plan to play it all the way through with you guys. Same with Jak and Daxter, which I will continue and which I will return to and continue on Tuesday. I'm thinking Echoes of Wisdom. No, sorry. I'm thinking this for Sunday, Friday, and Sundays. And Jak and Daxter for Tuesdays. And possibly Thursdays. But I haven't 100% decided if I'm going to do something different for Thursdays or not. We shall see. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Was I playing something else before I left? Oh no, I was doing the Spooky Furret Fridays. But we're not doing that anymore because it's no longer spooky season. So no, we will not be continuing with Dino Crisis, sadly. I say sadly, but I'll admit it, I was not enjoying that game at all. It was pissing me off, like, really bad. But yeah, let me save real quick a link. Boop, right there. Yeah, as you can see, in my save spots for when I last was playing this, I was legit stuck in the Water Temple and was not having a good time, like, at all. But everything else about this game, other than the Forest Temple, Water Temple, I absolutely freaking adore. So I cannot wait to play this with you guys, and I will see you guys again on Tuesday. Until then, Arigato, Coffee Pot, JKR, thank you guys for joining me in the chat today. And please allow me to fuck off.